I made blocks throwable.
Whoa! Wait, what?
Okay, right, let's do this. This is my 3-step plan. We need to detect when a player holds right-click down when holding a block. Step 2, summon a block with the same data as the item you are holding. Then step 3, throw the block into the sky. And importantly, in the direction the player is looking. Right, detecting when a player right-clicks a block. Now, this would have been impossible up until just recently, when Minecraft added a whole bunch of stuff to do with food. This lets you add edible components to any item in the game, recently used by Grian in the Wildlife series, and because eating a thing requires right-clicking, this is an easy way to detect when a player is right-clicking an item, and actually really good for holding it down too. We create a new advancement called Food. I know how to spell, but anyway, this will detect when a player is eating something. But we got a problem. This detects when a player is eating anything, not just blocks. So I found this really useful data pack online called Tag Library. This adds in a whole bunch of new tags into the game that go much further beyond what Minecraft has by default. If you don't know what a tag is, it's basically a list of things that you can create certain checks for. I found a tag for all non-edible items, and now it only allows you to throw items that are in this list. Now, you might notice that this is a list of every item in the game, not just blocks, and this was because I was originally going to make every item in the game throwable, but because of items like shields and food that create weird effects when you right-click, I decided not to because they just create heaps of problems. It's a good quote I use when programming: if you can't fix a problem, then change your goal. Alright, now we can detect when you're throwing a block, but we have a problem. This looks terrible. This makes it look like I'm eating everything I throw. This can actually be changed though. As well as making everything edible in 1.21, Mojang also made the food components changeable, and the animation and sound that gets played. It also now takes 9 billion seconds to eat, so you never will. The block now has the same animation as throwing a trident, which doesn't look amazing, but it's the best I could do. I also added an item modifier which makes every block you hold edible. So yes, in this data pack, as far as the game is concerned, when you throw a block, you actually just eat it. Now, the detection is done, and on to step 2, the throwing. This might seem easy, just fling the block, depending where the player is looking. This is not easy, because 1, we need a way of transferring the data from the direction the player is looking into 2 motion values, and also you can't give blocks motion. They're not entities. They can't move. But wait, what about falling sand or gravel? They can move. Well, yes, but that's something different called a falling block. See, a falling block is an entity, which can move, so when sand falls it turns into an entity, then falls back into a block when it hits the ground. But we can actually still use this. See, falling block entities have an NBT tag, which changes what block it is. And this can be anything, not just gravity blocks. So we summon a falling block in front of you, use the /data modify command to make the falling block the same as the block you're holding, then remove the block you're holding from your inventory. Cool. Now onto motion. We need a way to fling the block in the direction you're looking. I tried storing the player's rotation into a scoreboard and then converting that into motion values, but I couldn't find a way for this to work, and ended up finding a video by Timberforge. Absolute goat, this guy. The code was out of date, but he made a whole demonstration explaining how the system works, so I can make my own that works in the most recent version. But I'm going to do my own demonstration, because I think this method's awesome. First, we spawn the entity we want to launch. In this case, a falling block 0.2 blocks away from the player's face, in the direction they are looking. Then, store the coordinates of the block. Then move the block 0.4 blocks away from the player's face, still in the same direction that the player is looking. Store the coordinates again, and then subtract the first coordinates from the second, and you're left with 2 numbers that are x and y values that create the motion needed to go in the direction of the launch, in both direction and magnitude. We apply this to the falling block, and it will fly with Minecraft's inbuilt gravity system already working. This is a little bit more complicated because it's actually a 3D world, and also I have to store the data in a scoreboard, which can't do decimal places. Decimals are very important because the actual amount of motion required is tiny, like 0.5. So before storing it in a scoreboard, I put it through a scale of 1000, so it keeps 3 decimal places, then do the reverse when feeding it the data into the entity. And it works. throwable blocks in vanilla Minecraft. Video over? I thought so. But then I started editing the video and realised that in the intro I made the blocks spin when flying, and that seems like a good idea, so let's make that. But the way I've coded it with falling blocks won't work. Falling blocks can't spin, so I'm going to have to swap it out for something else. An item. See, entities don't all move the same when it comes to motion in Minecraft. I explained this in my Wind Elytra Cannon video, but basically, entities that are alive, I use this term loosely because it also includes armor stands, will fly in a very strange direction when given horizontal motion. There's some cap to how fast you can go when going horizontally, but this cap is not applied to entities like falling blocks or items. They will move normally, like a parabola. So I chose the smallest looking item I could find in the creative inventory, a birch button, and now you can throw buttons. To display the block, I'm using a block display, another new addition to Minecraft that allows you to spawn entities that look exactly like blocks, but can move in all four directions, up, down, left, right, and all over the place, and you bet the system includes rotation. Now all we need to do is summon one of these entities at the same time and make it constantly at the same place as the button. We need the button because block displays don't have physics, but now it doesn't spawn anything when it lands. So I made it turn back into a falling block, as falling blocks automatically place a block where they land, and store the MBT data of the block display into the falling block. This isn't the best system, it would be better to use /setBlock, but it's the easiest system to code. Cool, it's done. I also added some extra stuff just for fun. They now do damage to mobs, and TNT will explode. Anvils and stalactites will do heaps of damage as well. I think this is the most silly and funny way of killing a mob, to pick up an entire anvil and throw it at a cow. With it done, all that's left to do is to show it to some other people. I want you just to get a block. Like any block in the game.
Any block? Okay. Bam. Dirt, my favorite.
Cool. Now, sort of hold right click down on it and look up into the sky.
Okay. Wait. What am I doing? Am I charging it up? Am I gonna throw it? Whoa! Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm holding it up.
Yeah.
Is this gonna throw it?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh! That's sick.
Okay, wait. Can I hit you with it? Hiya! Oh, that's so cool! And it like goes actually into place wherever it lands?
Yeah. Now let go.
Huh? Oh!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Don't throw things at me.
There's like definitely some cool parkour stuff.
Well, there's also this one.
Oh!
It bounces.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, and it eventually lands too. Oh, that's so cool.
Wait, can you hit yourself?
I have so much ammunition, you guys don't even.
Ow! Oh, can I jump? Ow! God, it bounced off my head.
Oh dear.
Are there any other special ones? No, get away from me! No.
Yeah, well that's one.
Okay, so I picked up a dendrite, right?
Oh, what the?
Okay, I gotta do the slime first. We're going straight up. Oh, the backspin on it is so satisfying.
All just in a data pack. No
It's
mods
just
at all.
Nuts. I don't know much about like how. Yeah, I don't know much about how data packs work, but I don't think I've ever seen something quite like this in a data pack.
On 3 hearts. Stop. He's an evil maniac with this TNT.
And now I want them to like make an actual block in the game that functions this way.
It looks just so weird, the fact that it spins as well. Like, it seems just so out of ordinary.
Yeah, it goes off grid, so it like kind of messes with your brain. Like the diagonal path of the block too.
Kids, stop throwing rocks at each other. You can throw like any block, like sunflowers.
That's so fun.
Oh, sorry. Thank you all so much for hitting 10,000 subscribers on the channel. We also hit another milestone, which isn't as obvious. My channel's views has now reached 1 million. That's like all my videos combined. Also, massive thank you to Mogswamp for not only agreeing to be in this video, but also promoting my channel on the
Download in his
shorts.
video on the new design. Make sure to subscribe so he can hit 10K.
He's the main reason my channel is at 10,000 subscribers. I don't ever ask people to subscribe to the channel because my content is really weird and varied, and I do so many different stuff that people can't really subscribe to the channel without knowing what they're getting in for. And I don't really like having so many people subscribe to me but then not actually watching any of the videos. But because of how popular the Wind Elytra Cannon videos are, I am definitely intending to do a lot more Minecraft videos in the future. So if you like these type of videos, then I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. This data pack will be available for free in the description. There are definitely some bugs, but this is just a silly little video, so I'm not going to fix them. This is also part of a much larger project I'm working on that may or may not ever exist, but this step of the process was just pretty interesting, so I thought I'd make a video about it. Cool, now go away.